Welcome back to the Equidae family. And if you're joining us for the first time, thanks for joining. My name is Sydney with Benner Stride. Hit that like button and that subscribe button and join us on our future Equidae videos. We try to post every Saturday. Today we'll be talking about to-do list. Do you ever go through your day-to-day operations and you don't have a list, so you just do the same old thing every day? And you know there's new things that need to be done, but you just don't do them because they're not listed or you can't remember what it was. I tend to do that quite often, and definitely in the past, I'm guilty to say, in school I never made to-do lists, so I just kind of winged it most of the times. So I found out it's very difficult to get things done and get it done proficiently. So we're going to go through a few different ideas that you can do to-do lists. Today we'll be doing a few different techniques and tips that you can use within your business, your day-to-day life, your everyday Equidae needs. So let's get started. There's a few different items that you can use. One is a regular calendar, and it goes through each day. I don't know if you can see it very well. So this is a good tool to use for day-to-day uses. Right now, I'm not using it just because I prefer a different method. Another method is a binder method. I like using the binder method just because I can print out the pages, plan my to-do list. I can have different tabs of what I need to do, some goal trackers. I can record things, get things prepared, and then it's a large page, and I prefer the large page over the small little pages. So that's one thing I do. I like doing monthly, so I can plan out my month in a full month sheet. And I also like having the weekly days. And then I also have to have like a brain dump station where I can just put everything out on paper. And as I said, I like full sheets, so I can just dump everything out onto the sheet rather than using a tiny little note card that just isn't enough room to fit like my full brain dump there. And then after the brain dump, I like going through, okay, that's a good idea. I should put that in my priority to do for the week. So instead of on my weekly to-do list, I like to use note cards rather than the weekly lists. The note cards allow me to prioritize, okay, this is what I'm doing today, and this is what I need to get done. And then if I don't get it done, I just cross it off, so then it shows, okay, well, for example, if I cross it out in red and just think, okay, well, I didn't get that done. Can I move it to another day? How can I be able to achieve that to-do list that I had to cross out? And if I don't get it done, I go back to my brain dump station and put it in there, so maybe next month I can revisit it if I don't prioritize it high. Another thing is I like having a little bit of color. So I don't know if you can see it all that well, but I try to make it very colorful, coordinated. And so I can remember, okay, this is what I need to do, and have all my colors within it. And then it just has that appealing look to it, like, oh, that looks really cool. And then I'm also a doodler, so I can sit there and doodle little pictures if I'm not prioritizing my work. Side note, everyone's gotta take a mental break every now and then. Another thing is, having the organized list is very efficient because I actually use it in my daily life than just my business life. For example, my family and I have a full-on coupon book. So we color coordinate the day or the months that, okay, this is when this coupon expires. And then we just flip through it and see if there's anything expired. And then we just pull the coupon out if it's expired. So as I said previously, I never did make to-do lists or prioritize what I need to get done. I just free-for-alled it, as you would say. And I realized I wasn't actually getting things done. And I would, instead of finishing that essay that I should have been prioritizing, I took naps, which, you know, as a college student, everyone's got to do. But I should have been writing that essay rather than waiting to the last moment to finish that 5-page essay that could have been done earlier, rather than pushing it off to the day before. Another tip that I liked was I would go to the dollar store and buy a composition notebook, and I would record on how my writing day went. So, for example, say I was working with a horse that was learning how to leg yield, and we were just working on it, and then I decided to go to something else, and I was getting frustrated. Instead, I started writing in the composition notebook about, okay, this was what I need to do different as a writer, and this is what didn't work. And then at the end of the day, I always liked writing one positive thing about my writing, just so I could be like, okay, this is what I did wrong. I wasn't cueing correctly for the horse. So I'd go back, I would work on what I need to work on, but there'd be that one positive thing that, oh, you know, the horse didn't rear up today. That's a positive. So, well, I guess in certain cases it's a positive. But anyway, it was just a nice little, oh, we succeeded that day. You know, good job, we did it. But I do need to work on this leg yield. And then, for example, once you reach that leg yield and achieve it, then that's a huge positive to put in the notebook. And then you can start planning, okay, well, this is the next thing we work on. Maybe it's the other direction for a leg yield. Who knows? Whatever you're working on. Another tip is I like having a list of items that I need to buy or that I already have. For example, my medical kit, I liked being able to know, okay, well, this is expiring soon, so I should go get some. Another idea for a calendar use, other than just the paper, use your Google Calendars. It's a great app that anybody can use on their phones, their tablets, their computers, and you can also link it up with other people's, such as a family member, a spouse, or that fellow equestrian at the barn. You can also have reminders. Another one that they have on there is a to-do list or reminders that you can use on Google Calendars. And it all stays there, it stays up to date, and you can schedule it for, say, every week. Speaking of Google Calendars, there was the alert. And you can schedule it for, say, every week, which is very nice, rather than having to write it down or plug it in each day. So those are a few tips and tricks that I like and that I've been using, and I encourage you guys to start making to-do lists and prioritizing what you need to do. And definitely recommend just do a page of a brain dump. So everything you can think of, just put it on paper. Afterwards, go back and put them in certain categories, like, okay, I want to do this next month, or this is an idea for next year, or I should do this week, and I should put it in my to-do list. And never forget colors. Comment below on some tips and tricks you used for your to-do list, whether that be in your daily life, your own business, or within the equestrian field. How do you record things? What do you do? We'd love to hear different techniques and tools that you have used that have been successful for you. So again, thanks for joining us today, and we appreciate you hitting that like and the subscribe button, and we look forward to seeing you guys in future videos. Thanks for joining the Equidae family. Have a great day, guys.